Today we are doing Vlogmas Day 2, Movie Monday. What are my favorite Christmas movies? Stay tuned. All right, welcome back to another episode of Claire Haire. We're going to be talking about my 3 movies in detail. Am I delirious? How much can I take? Do I hear a heartquake? That's my favorite song. Is that copyright? It's from a movie. Anyway, it's from A Diva's Christmas Carol. Oh my God, Vanessa Williams. She ain't no diva. Sorry, Ashanti, but Vanessa did her thing. Sorry. But we're going to talk about Diva's Christmas Carol, Barbie and the Nutcracker. You're so cute. Barbie and the Nutcracker. And then we're going to be talking about my favorite movie, which is Anastasia, Journey to the Past. So I want you guys to stay up with me as I do these Vlogmas, and thank you for your support in advance. So first things first, am I delirious? I am, because I know I can't sing. But you want to know who can sing? Vanessa Williams. So we're talking about Diva's Christmas Carol. This came out in 2000, and I have been in love since then. Like, when I tell you they had it on VH1 for the longest time, like they just kept playing. I was like, keep playing it. So she's basically playing Ebony Scrooge, which basically is a twist on Ebenezer Scrooge, the Christmas Carol written by Charles Dickens. Fact check me on that in the comments. So basically it's a story about a rich man, and on Christmas Day he has all his workers working, and Tiny Tim needs surgery, and he's like, no, I'm an evil guy, forget them kids. So evil. Anyway, so Ebony had the Heartquake. That's like the song they had. They were like a group, and then they have the Christmas of past, present, and future. It's really cute. I feel like the reason why I loved it because the music is on point, and Vanessa Williams is just breathtaking. Like, let's just give a round of applause for Vanessa Williams, because like, just gorgeous. But she is like what I consider, she's a diva. Like, she is what I consider is a diva. Like, she's that girl. Like, I don't know how to describe it. She's that girl. Like, I literally have on her that girl. I feel like it was a nice pacing. It was a star-studded cast. I think Chili was the one who came to warn her, and they had a couple other celebrities in there. But it just brings me back. Like, it gets me in the Christmas spirit. It gets me in the Christmas spirit, and I just really like the fact that it was a twist on the original story. And the fact that it's, female lead and she black. Okay. But I really like that. Now, they did try to make a remake with Ashanti, and even Marcel. I love me some Ashanti, but like, hers is more like, she was kind of like, I want to say she's like a diva. She's like a diva. She's like, she just wasn't happy with certain things, but like, she wasn't a diva. Like, a diva when you see, she ain't no diva. Me? But you can tell when someone's a diva. Like, that's what made it, like, and then there was like such character development. I feel like with Ashanti's story that they had her play, like, it was just more like, okay, well, she had like a mom that was strict, but no, the original one with Diva's Christmas Carol, like, the reason why it was so good is because it was actual plot. There was plot included. Like, I think the reason why a lot of my favorite movies are from like the 2000s and the late 90s is because I was supposed to be watching it, by the way. I was too young, but I remembered it. But like, I think the reason why I liked it because the plot was so good. Like, it turns out that the reason why Ebony is so rude is that her parents were they're just inscrutable. Like, they were really exasperating. We're going to use big words today. And she somehow fought through that, and she felt like, if she showed her soft side, she would never, because if you're raised off of survival, that's all you know. So being lovey-dovey and all that doesn't work. One of her boyfriend that she was talking to at the time, she ended up, like, I want to say letting him go, but their paths did not work anymore, and she ended up giving up a lot. Like, she had no love. She had loves, but she had no great love. And the one that really cared about her, he moved on, and he's still in her camp. But I'm just like, that was kind of like, that's why I say I need to watch a Diva's Christmas Carol. I had to search very hard for it. I believe it's on YouTube, but what I do is I just make sure I catch it when the VH1 is, and I just record it and I watch it all over again. But it was a lot of character development. I ended up feeling for Miss Ebony Scrooge afterwards, so it was really cute. The runtime's not long either. I always have to put that because now we're grown-ups. Like, if it's past 2 hours, it's time to take a nap. Okay, it's time to take a nap. So I like the fact that runtime is good. So the next one is Barbie and a Nutcracker. Like, y'all know I'm a giant kid. Y'all know that. Barbie and the Nutcracker is one of my favorite ones. Like right when this was also $5 Dollar General. But it was like, honestly, Barbie the Nutcracker, like, look at us, we look so good together. Barbie the Nutcracker, I can say, like, it's one of, like, it's just such a classic. And I was always a Barbie girl. I was never a Bratz girl. And I know people are just like, oh my God, but Bratz had more diversity. I was like, I know, but it's not a Barbie though. It's not. But it's just, it's just so nicely written. Now there are certain parts of Barbie the Nutcracker that I was just kind of looking and I was just like, this is really creepy for a kid's movie. Like the Rat King and all that. Like there was a lot going on. I was like, wait a minute, wait a minute. The main character's name is Clara. And I was like, Claire, ooh. But I loved it so bad. Like I'm probably gonna end up watching it after I make this. Like it's just, it to me, I feel like even if I'm having a bad Christmas or I'm not in the mood for Christmas, like that automatically, after a Diva's Christmas Carol, that automatically puts me in the mood for Christmas. It's so nicely written. It's so nicely written. And then, you know, with me being in band for almost 10 years, like Tchaikovsky did his thing. Like the waltz, I say one of his best works is the Waltz of the Sugar Plum Fairy. It's over. Like it's over. Like I know they have the Russian part on there, but like it's over. Like you can't touch it. Like no offense to Beethoven, you may have all around, but Christmas belongs to Tchaikovsky. Like he did his thing. What else on here too? The ballet portion. I actually did a cosplay of that. I want to say I think a year or two ago, and I just love me some. I don't know how to describe it, but like I just love me some ballet. Like I always wanted to be a ballet dancer. Fun fact. Fun fact, I always want to be a ballet dancer. And this one, after Swan Lake do eat down, but this one, the Sugar Plum Fairy, like just so breathtaking. I couldn't be a ballet dancer because I am 5'10". Like I 5'10" and then plus ballet shoes would put me on my point, right, bust point shoes, that would put me to like 6'3". They're gonna be like, I mean, we can't find nobody for you. Like, who are we gonna find to dance with you, little mama? Like, who are we gonna find? But I definitely did. And I think my peach might be a little bit too big for that. But yeah, like that's why I love me some Misty Copeland. Like when she danced, I want to say she danced Tchaikovsky already, but Misty Copeland was like, do it for all us black ballerinas that wanted to but couldn't. Like, thank you, girl. But it's just, I always wanted to be in ballet, so like just watching it, like I promise you, like I turn my phone off, don't talk to me, I won't reply back, like I'm just involved in just watching it. So yeah, I was really excited about that. I was really excited about it. And then the chemistry between her, like when he turns into a human and he turned into a human, like I was like, this is like healing like childhood memories of like when things were simpler. Like I remember when I first watched it on DVD. Was it DVD? It came out in 2001. So this is like, maybe all the good movies are in 2001s, but it came out in 2001, and I just remember watching it on VH1, not VH1. I remember watching it on DVD. It was a little blurry. I'm glad that they remastered it. I am happy that they haven't redone it though. Like I was afraid that they were gonna have a live action Barbie the Nutcracker. I was terrified because it's kind of like with the remake from Diva's Christmas Carol. Like there's certain things that you just don't remake. Don't touch it. Like leave it alone. Like we had a good time. We had a good time. And that was another thing too that I didn't like with remake. That's something that I don't like with remakes in general, is the fact that they're trying to bring that magic back. I was like, lightning don't strike the same place twice. Like that's why sequels rarely do better than the original, because like you're not gonna be able to pull that magic again. You know, you're not gonna be able to pull that magic again. So I really like the fact that they haven't redone it. I want to say Barbie has a Swan Lake version. I don't think I like that one. Just keeping it a buck. I don't think I like that one. But it just brings me back. Now, Barbie the Nutcracker, I want to say it is on YouTube, the full movie. That's where I watched it again after it got remastered. But I always wondered why Disney, maybe it's a Mattel issue, but I wonder why Disney doesn't have it on Disney Plus. Sorry, my camera died. Anyways, so my number one movie is Anastasia. And when I was writing the script, basically of what I was going to say today, it took me a while to, not tear up. So there's a song on there called Journey to the Past, and it was the last song that Aaliyah recorded before she wasn't here anymore. Okay. And the vocals on it, like, she just has such a flowful voice. Like, people always like to, it's not about her, but I'm going to make it about her right quick. People always have this tendency to be like, oh, well, since she doesn't have a powerful voice, she can't sing. Like, sometimes we need a melodic voice. Like, her voice was perfect. Like, Journey to the Past, I'm not even gonna try to attempt to sing it because her vocals on it was just so beautiful. But anyways, Anastasia is one of my favorite Christmas movies. And fun fact, it is not from Disney. I know, because growing up, I thought it was like, this is a Disney movie. It is not. It is not a Disney movie. I thought it was a Disney movie, and then I also didn't know that the animation style is hard to replicate, because I think they tried to do like an Anastasia 2, and it did not work out because the shading was different. That they don't do that shading level anymore. But it was I don't know how to describe it. Like, just okay, let's talk about the storyline before I start going off into tangent. But storyline is basically Anastasia, or Anya, is separated from her mom during the Soviet War. That's another reason why Disney had to get taken down, for political reasons. So she ends up being separated from her grandma, except for I think it was either a necklace or a music box. I know it's my favorite movie, but it's been a while. And so that's what she keeps with her. And then she's on a boat somewhere, basically living the rough and tumble life. And somebody sees that she might be wearing the same jewelry that might be possibly the granddaughter of like this grandmare, like basically someone who has a lot of money in the kingdom, and that might be her granddaughter. And so they go on this journey and ends up where she ends up meeting him. And of course, Rasputin is he's like a supernatural villain. If you're into supernatural stuff like that, you'll know about Rasputin. Basically, he reincarnates a lot and he doesn't go away. So basically she ends up meeting with the grandmother and they reunite, but at what cost? She might not be able to go back to her life beforehand. She wasn't raised that way, but it just really felt like the animation is just so beautiful. I wanted Anastasia's outfit so bad. I wanted the crown. I wanted everything. I wanted every piece. But like the music from it, like on the night of a December or something, like it was so beautiful, like just nicely written. Like, I feel like something about the movie, I don't know what it is, but like somebody just makes me want to just bundle up in some covers because it's really cold. I don't know how to describe it. I'm not in the movie, but the movie makes me feel like I'm cold as well. But it was just really beautiful. I think that it was about 90 minutes or something, 90 minutes, and then it was released in 1997. Yeah, so it was beautiful. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but like it was just beautiful. Like, it was just 1997 it was released. So this was like when animation was not its best, and it looked so good to me. I don't know why. And I was right, because even now it's aged very well. Now where you can watch Anastasia, I don't know. I want to say it's on YouTube, but it might be with ads. I'm not sure. I can't tell you. I wish I would have came prepared with my homework done, but it was on Disney Plus for a little bit, but they removed it because basically there's a lot of references to the Soviet War and all that was going on. So it makes sense why they would remove it, because like with everything that happened in the last 4 years, it just doesn't read well. Okay, even though it's a cartoon, it does not read well. I can say that there is some images that are a little bit scary for kids. So I would say this is like a PG, like I would definitely say this is like a PG type show, PG movie, I would say. So definitely, me personally, I wouldn't show it to my niece. My niece is 7. Okay. I would wait till she was like maybe like 11 or 12, and then I would show her that, because it's just, there's some images that are a little bit scary. Cause like I remember watching it back in 1997 when it premiered, and I was like, this is scary, but she's so beautiful. Aaliyah, like it was just like Aaliyah. I know the actress sings it in the movie, but like there was like a behind the scenes VHS portion of like showing the whole video with Aaliyah back when VHSs were on point. So all my top movies, I noticed, I didn't even realize that their commonalities, they're all female leads. Like everybody, like Barbie the Nutcracker, Diva's Christmas Carol, and then Journey to the Past with Anastasia. Anastasia with the song Journey to the Past. I got it mixed up. But they're all female leads, and then uniqueness as well. Like I feel like we're missing that. Like we're missing movies that are female leads that are powerful, where she's not waiting for anybody to come save her. And then also just uniqueness. Like I feel like what stood out even to this day is just that you need to be able to bring your own flavor. Like you need to be able to bring your own flavor. You need to be able to bring, he's so cute. You need to be able to bring your own flavor. Like you need to be able to bring your own original story. Like I've noticed that even I saw with How to Train Your Dragon is getting a live action. Lilo and Stitch is getting a live action. Moana is getting a live action. I was like, all you're doing is the same story, but in a different font. Now it's in Comic Sans. Like you're doing the same thing. Like, where's the unique stories? And people are quick to say, "Oh, well, you're not going to watch them." I was just like, you don't give us a chance, though. Where are the control groups? Control groups back in the day when people really didn't have no money. Control groups is that you would basically make them sign an NDA that would bury them in court for years, that you don't say nothing. We're going to show you some images. We're going to show you a scene from the movie, how you feel about it. Do you like this character? Do you like that character? Basically, like a control, almost an experiment group. That's what they used to do back in the day. Now it's like, okay, well, we have money to make. Well, this formula has worked before in the past. Let's do it again. I was like, and you see why movies aren't making money. Think about it. I have on here, soundtrack went crazy for all 3 of my movies that I liked. And I was like, that is true. Like the soundtrack for Barbie and Nutcracker, Tchaikovsky, and then Diva's Christmas Carol, Vanessa Williams did some original songs, Journey to the Past, on a night of December? On a night of December. I don't know. It's been a while. See, I want to remember it, but like I can't find the movie anywhere. I'm hot. But yeah, like the soundtracks went crazy. The soundtracks went insane. Like there at one point, sometimes the soundtracks was better than the movie. Now it's just like, so sometimes the soundtrack, I was like, you could have just kept that. Like there's been plenty of times where I watch a movie, I was like, the soundtrack's actually very distracting. It's actually very distracting. Like I can't hear the plot over this loud background music. Even when I do edit and mix my own videos, like I also make sure that the background is not too loud, because I don't need y'all being like, Claire, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. So I don't know, child. I don't know what's going on with that, but definitely for sure, the soundtracks need to be better. We need to bring back OSTs, with Korean, and Seo. With Koreans, like their OSTs hit hard. Like sometimes I'm just like, where is the Grammy at? Where is the Grammy, baby? I have on here too, is that I literally have on here, the 2000s is when the good movies were made. After that, after Y2K came over, all the movies became trash. I literally have that in that quote. I wouldn't say become trash, but I just feel like all the classic movies I'm in love with are 2000s. Princess Diaries, 2001. Princess Diaries 2, 2003. Like that's like a runner-up for favorite movie. It's not Christmassy, but like even with the Santa Claus, like honestly, even I was gonna put Santa Claus down there, but I don't like the fact that Santa Claus 3 went the way it went. I didn't like that. I actually like Santa Claus 2 better than the original Santa Claus. I'm old enough to get a lot of the jokes. I was like, oh, okay, I get it now. But like Santa Claus was a nice runner-up, but you can't be Anastasia. Like I don't think there's a better movie than that. But yeah, like I feel like a lot of the good movies were like, I'm not trying to sound like an old head, But like, I feel like sometime after 2010, honestly, I feel like once they put out Princess and the Frog, that was 2009. Any animation movie after that, good night. Like, I feel like the talent left. I feel like the talent retired. Whoever was doing the drawing, I don't know if it was the Silent Generation, I don't know who it was, but whoever was doing the drawing back in the late 90s, early 2000s, like, you ate. Where are you? Where are your kids? Like, can we get a second generation animation? Because I don't feel like the plots are there. Journey to Atlantis, another good movie I love, 2001. Like, I'm telling you, after 2009, all the animation took a dive. But yeah, you guys leave your comments below of, do you remember these movies, and what are your favorite Christmas movies? Share with the class. Don't forget to subscribe, share. It's Claire here.